Angelfish, it's me, Princess Ariel. I love to explore. I would love to tell you about one of my adventures. Well, I always used to dream about what was above the water, so me and my friend Flounder would always go up to the surface, and a seagull named Scuttle would tell us all about the interesting things we would find below the water. On one of my trips to the surface, we saw this huge ship. There was a lot of people on it, but one of them really caught my eye. The other people on the ship called him Prince Eric. It was love at first sight. Suddenly, a big storm blew in, and it knocked Prince Eric overboard. I managed to grab him and bring him to the land. I sang to him until he started to wake up, but then this big fuzzy thing started running towards us. I think it's called a dog. So I got scared, and I jumped back into the water. When I returned back to the kingdom, my father, King Triton, was so mad that I went up to the surface, and he destroyed all of my human treasures. I was so sad. I sat next to all of my broken thingamabobs and dinglehoppers, crying, until these two eels came up to me and told me that the sea witch, Ursula, could solve all my problems. Well, the eels led me to her, and she told me she can turn me into a human for 3 days. I could stay human forever if I managed to get Prince Eric to kiss me before sunset on the 3rd day. If I didn't, I would turn back into a mermaid, and I would belong to Ursula. What did she want in return? My voice. I would have done anything to live up on the surface and be with Prince Eric, so I agreed to the deal. She took my voice and captured it in a seashell. It looks like this. And then my tail transformed into legs. I was human. I swam to shore and quickly found Prince Eric. He seemed very excited to see me. Did he know that I was the one who saved him? But because I had no voice, there was no way to tell him, and there was no way that I could have been the one to have saved him. He looked disappointed because I couldn't have been the mystery girl. But he brought me back to his kingdom anyway, and we spent the next 2 days having a wonderful time getting to know each other, and we were very close to kissing. But the boat knocked over. Whoops. On the 3rd day, Prince Eric has announced that he found the mystery girl and planned to marry her that day. But that couldn't be. It turns out Ursula used the shell to pretend to be me and used it to trick Prince Eric into thinking that she was the one who saved him. What a witch. Luckily, Scuttle learned about Ursula's evil plan before the wedding, and he went and told all of us. So we worked together to get the necklace off Ursula, break the necklace, and get my voice back where it's supposed to be, with me. Just when we thought it was all over, the sun set. It was too late. I belonged to Ursula. I turned back into a mermaid, and as Ursula grabbed me and brought me back to the water, that's when my father, King Triton, came up as well, and then Ursula proposed a deal to him. She would let me go, but only if my father would take my place as her prisoner, and if she can take over the kingdom. That was her plan all along. My father agreed, and Ursula grew gigantic as soon as she got his trident in her tentacles. Just as she was about to use the trident to shoot a giant lightning bolt, Prince Eric steered the boat right into Ursula, destroying the evil sea witch and setting my father free again. King Triton realized how happy being on the land and being with Prince Eric made me, so with the trident back in its rightful hands, he used it to turn me back into a human. Prince Eric and I were married that day, and we sailed off into the sunset, and we lived happily ever after. I hope to tell you more about one of my other adventures soon. Until then, hugs and fishes!